Grace and peace, everybody. This is Straight Up with Nate, and I'm Nate. Let's get right into it. To vaccinate or not? I know over the last few years, this has been such a big, heavy topic. Some people agree, some people may not, and it is such a big question or concern and so on and so forth. I will speak of my experiences. I will also speak of what I know, what I'm aware of, and what I understand. And I will also bring to light the opposite and, the other side of the coin, in which I think a lot of people would argue. Some people would say yes, some people would say no. Back in, of course, March of 2020, as far as we know, New York, the United States, had shut down due to the coronavirus pandemic. You had a number of people who were passing away, people who had lost their lives due to this virus, due to this sickness, due to the situation that was going on. And within that particular time, you heard about a vaccine that was being made in terms of to battle symptoms that are related to COVID-19. Now, to bring to light a number of things, something I've explained to people, if you're going to get the vaccine, use discretion. Understand what is your health, understand what is going on with you, understand whether it's going to work for you and whether it's not going to work for you. I'm not going to say whether you should get the vaccine or whether you should not get the vaccine, because that's not my place to decide. That is solely on you. At that point, I don't want people to feel as though that Nathaniel's here to bash the vaccine or Nathaniel's here to make it seem as though that it's not important. No, my point is practice safety. Practice security, practice common sense, okay? And I think a lot of times we sit there and we are so prepared to bash things that are set in place to help people's health and people's wealth, and as well as a number of things that are going on, that sometimes we don't really consider what is going on for everybody. So to speak of my experience, yes, I am fully vaccinated. I had the first, second, and the third vaccine that was put out, the booster shot, which I received myself not too long ago. To be very, very honest, when I received the first shot, it wasn't too crazy. I didn't really feel much. Nothing had, really deterred me from really being able to go to work and take part in different activities in which I had for myself, which was pretty good. It was not too crazy or anything like that. It's the second dose. Oh yeah, not for me. But, when I did get the second vaccine, for me, I had symptoms of a fever. It was kind of hard for me to focus. I had to take off 2 days from work because it gave me the symptoms, which was a fever and as well as a headache and so on and so forth. So I had to stay home, get myself right. But by that afternoon, the day after I took the vaccine, the second dose, it wasn't crazy for me because my body had already started to recuperate. So by literally the following day, I was okay. But this is not the case for everybody else. I'm not here to speak on whether you should get the vaccine, whether you shouldn't get the vaccine. I'm just going to speak on purely my experience. I'm not going to lie. I was skeptical, just like a number of other individuals, about whether the vaccine would be effective or whether it would not. Now, for those of you who are not aware, the vaccine for some people may not be the most viable choice. This is not to say that those who have not gotten the vaccine, that they are reckless, that they're careless, they're not willing to do what is necessary to take care of their health. But what I am saying is that if you don't get the vaccine and there are some health concerns and things that are taking place, I do recommend, of course, speak to your physician whether the vaccine is a good idea or not. And I understand the concerns in terms of whether it's going to affect your health, whether it's going to be good for you or whether it's not going to be good for you. And those are all valid concerns because there are people who have gotten the vaccine, they're doing very well. And then there are also people who have not gotten the vaccine and they are doing great. And so I understand both sides of the coin. I understand both sides of the situation, and I'm very compassionate towards each side. I understand also the concern about there being conspiracy theories about what is out there and what is taking place. Please, ladies and gentlemen, get your information from the right sources. Do not go based off of what you see off of social media, what you heard from somebody off a random blog site, what you heard from somebody off a random place. Do your research, find out the right information, and make sure that whatever it is you choose to do is viable and is the most commonsensical choice for you. So to that, my point is this: practice safety. If you know there are places where there's a lot of people condensed in that area, put on your face mask. Don't sit there and make it difficult where if you're going into a store, they request you to put on a face mask. Oh, I don't have time for this. No, it's put on your face mask. It's not just safety for the other person, it's also safety for you, because sometimes there are people who are out there, they're asymptomatic and you don't even know. And it's not to say that just because the person is asymptomatic, they're being reckless. Sometimes some people, they really just don't know. They don't know that they can spread the virus, and they could have no symptoms. They could have no headache, no shortness of breath. They could have no muscle weakness. They could just literally be in a store, just living their life, doing what they have to do, and life hits them. It is what it is. But the point being, at the end of the day, practice safety. Practice safety. And make sure that whatever it is that you do, use common sense. Be mindful, be careful, and also understand that there are people just like you who are trying to live their daily lives and do everything that is necessary in order for them to live their life. So, that being said, I love you. I appreciate you guys. Be on the lookout for the next video. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and let somebody know this video is coming out, and so on and so forth. God bless you. Love you. See you next time.